Welcome to another video with the Real Estate Agents of Miami. My name is Donald.
And my name is Bill. Today we're going to talk about one of the most important aspects of buying a home, the inspection process. By the end of this video, you're going to understand what all goes into inspecting a home.
Also, if you like this video, make sure you click on the bell to follow our channel. You can also find us on Instagram or Facebook, and bring your friends along because they're going to want to see too. I'm Donald.
And I'm Bill.
And we're the Real Estate Agents of Miami.
Real estate, we've seen it all. And inspections are one of those times where you really see it all.
It's a day where everybody's stressed out. The buyer's stressed out, the seller's stressed out, and the realtors are really stressed out. The only one that is calm, hopefully, is the inspector.
So yeah, you get to this point and you've negotiated this offer on the house you want, your forever home, and now it's time to renegotiate the offer. Is really what it comes down to. So what happens is an inspector goes into your house, into the house you're going to buy, and you want them to go look. And this is really important because they're going to look for any flaws in the house, any problems, anything that may come up in the future, anything that's hidden mainly is what they're looking for. They're going to go in and look at the electrical, the plumbing. They're going to look at the AC, the roof, the floors, any maybe water intrusion, anything that can be an issue. There are several different types of inspections. You have your main home inspection, and then there are, let's say, piggyback inspections that go along with that as well.
You also have, in addition to these, you'll want to make a termite inspection. You're also, if you have a septic tank, you're going to inspect the septic tank as well. You're going to need what's called a 4-point inspection, which is an inspection required in order to get your insurance. And then you're also, if you're living in a wind tunnel like we are, you're going to need a windstorm protection inspection as well. So you're going to need to ask the realtor, let them give you a guide to make sure that you get all the inspections that you need for your particular house.
Also, if you're living in an older neighborhood, in particular, if you're living in a house with a slab, like the one we're in here, there are cast iron pipes within the slab, so you're going to need to get a scope inspection that goes down the pipes and looks for the condition to make sure there are no breaks or bust in that, because that's an expensive
and those are really cool. They have a camera and they have a sensor as they follow the floor, so you can see exactly where there's damage in the pipe. If you have a crawl space, the inspector's actually able to see all this and you're not going to need that. But if you're on a slab, like Bill said, then you're going to want to do the visual inspection with a camera.
So from there, like I said, they're going to go through and look at everything. They're going to look at every outlet, every switch, everything, and they're going to comprise a report that addresses all these issues. They're going to look at the condition of the appliances, the age, the permit history, all these things, and they're going to provide you with a full analysis of this house. Now, the thing is, you're going to get this analysis, and then what's going to happen is it's going to be overwhelming, especially if you are a first-time buyer, because you don't have any perspective on what reverse polarity is.
And you're paying these people to find problems. They're going to find problems. There are problems in every house. A brand new build that's never been lived in before is still going to have a long line of deficiencies.
And like they say in Florida, there's only 2 types of houses. The ones that have termites are the ones that are going to get them. So just expect to say there's some sort of termite damage or something going on, especially in an older home.
So rely on your realtor to help you through this. We typically tell people to expect about 3% of the purchase price worth of damages on an inspection. That's what a normal house looks like. If you're paying top dollar for a turnkey house, then your inspection should be less. If you're buying a fixer-upper, your inspections are going to be a whole lot more. But all of that is depending on the price that you're paying.
Exactly, and the deal that you're getting. And so you're going to want to actually look at that when you walk into a house. Has it been renovated? Okay, if it's been renovated, what are those things in the shape that they need to be? If it's not renovated, you're not going to ask for like a credit for something that is maybe older but in good shape.
Of course, and they're not going to look at visual flaws. Like if there's a scratch on the sheetrock or a door is peeling or something like that, they're looking for the essential elements of a home, the things that make a home work. So don't expect them to be giving you credit because the house needs to be repainted. That's considered necessary to be done in any house that anyone buys.
This is an as-is contract typically in our area. Everything's bought as is, so this is a renegotiation. Once you get this report, if there's some major flaws that you need to have addressed, then we ask for a credit from the seller. The sellers typically will try to negotiate that, but typically people come to an agreement, but it is a renegotiation of a contract at this point. So be prepared.
And if you're a seller, just make sure that you know, if this buyer found it with their inspector, the next buyer is probably going to find it with their inspector and expect a credit as well. Better to negotiate with the bird in the hand than to look for the bird in the bush.
And you're going to have to
disclose
that after
as
that.
well. Exactly.
All right. So
well, one more thing I want to say before we go: when you choose an inspector, make sure you ask your realtor and your friends that have recently purchased a house for referrals. You want to make sure that the inspector is going to give you a digital report with pictures within 24 hours of the inspection. If they can't do that, you don't want them. And you do not want to go with the cheapest inspectors. Not all inspectors are the same. You want one that's thorough. A good realtor is going to lead you in the right direction. Because Bill and I take the premise that we want our buyers to know everything and let them make the decision from basis of knowledge. So make sure you take your time to pick the right inspector. If you can get an inspection tomorrow, it's probably not the right inspector to be choosing.
all right, so that wraps up our segment on doing our own inspections.
So if you like this video, make sure you click the bell at the bottom of the page to follow our channel. You can also follow us on Instagram or Facebook because Bill is just too cute to miss a day out.